Guys, how's it going? May 14th at 5:46 p.m. and it is Sunday. We're gonna start things off. I just wanted to something caught my attention today and it was really interesting. I'll just say I'll shoot it out first. Well, actually no, I'll keep it as a secret. You're gonna have to wait and see. But I'm always one for trying to find good sources of income, and I've been pretty good for finding different income streams. Bitcoin, I regret getting out of Bitcoin when I did, because I'll tell you something, and I'm only going to speak about this for about a minute or two because this is not the topic of the video. But I thought I'd mention this because I was just checking it in. I was going to check it a little bit further, and I said, okay, no, I want to do this. But I was into Bitcoin. I made a profit. I got out of it. I regret it. Because you get afraid of these bubbles. If anybody knows stocks and the economy that's currently in, a lot of it's considered a speculative bubble. Real estate markets, you name it. Um, People who get in early are the ones who make the money, and then a lot of people say, well, this is a that's a Ponzi scheme, and this is, and blah blah blah. They said that about Bitcoin. No, I got out because I got scared. I got scared I was going to lose my whatever little profit that I did get, and I made a pretty good profit. But I ran across something today, and it's been around for a little bit. But I was checking my YouTube streams, and I follow a lot of people on YouTube. Some of it's political, some of it's financial, some of it's all kinds of things. I've learned quite a bit, and I can tell you right now, I don't have the money to just. I've had subscriptions before to places like Gerald Celente, who I totally recommend. I just don't have the money to go in and subscribe this year. I've backed off of that for this year. I don't have the money and I don't have the time because I really want to get to this, what I'm doing, and I enjoy doing this. But it got interesting because I was looking into this and I was actually thinking about this. It would be so cool if something like this. I produce a lot of content and I don't make a cent off of YouTube. And I don't want to. I don't want to make a cent off average, because one thing with YouTube is this. They'll start throwing ads in the middle of your videos, live streams, the whole thing. Then if you start getting political or you start doing other things, they'll start censoring you. They'll start saying, well, you're not, this video has been considered not good for profits, or their profit thing, or whatever the hell it is, AdSense. So I never signed up for that crap. Um, I mean, I like YouTube for the fact that yes, it's a service, and yes, it's got its reach. I can't stand Facebook. As much as I have an RTS Facebook page, I can't stand it. I have my own channel. I can't stand it. I would much rather avoid Facebook if I could, and just do my own thing. But Facebook is so huge and everybody's on it and blah blah blah. I'm not that big. There's other network services, but I found something that at least two people I respect are using, and I was like, whoa. And at first I thought, okay, well, where's the money coming from for all this? But it's basically built on content, and it's not the ones, or which one is it? There's one, not GoFundMe, or I can't think of the. There's one where people can tip you or something like that. Patreon, that's it. This is different. This is actually very, very different, and it's built on cryptocurrencies. It's built on such as Bitcoin. It's been around for a little bit and it is exploding. And I'm like, damn, I wish I got into this before. But the problem is, what do you get into, and and the thing is, there's no investment required. That's the crazy thing. And it was like, okay, well, this sounds too good to be true. Well, where's the money coming from? Well, think of it this way. Um, People make money off of you whether you know it or not. Anytime you check a video on YouTube, I'm not the one making the money off of it, but I can guarantee you YouTube is. And all it is when you go onto the videos and you get that little 30-second ad, that's all they care about. In Facebook, they'll have that little ad that comes up on the side and all that other stuff. That's all they care about. That's where they make their money, and a lot of people spend a lot, or basically put a lot of money into that. And I got so much content, and I thought, man, it'd be nice. And no, I'm not going to go into start charging or asking for money or anything like that, but I have so much content. I thought, damn. And I want to go beyond this. I want to go beyond what I'm doing here. But anyways, I got a lot to do tonight, so enough of that. I've signed up for it. We'll see what happens in the next little bit. And don't worry, it's not going to cost anybody any money. This is always going to be free. And some of the articles, maybe I'll start writing articles. Maybe I'll start doing all kinds of things. And no, you can guess what it is, but I don't know if you'll guess right because there's a lot of or I shouldn't say there's copycats. There's a lot of things out there. This is a little different. So I'm not going to get into it. This was the first time I heard about it today, literally. And I had to look back and look back. I'm like, what the hell? How come I haven't heard about this before? But that's the cool thing about it, because very few people have heard about it, and it's growing like crazy. That's where it's like, oh, okay. But the problem is, you got those who are like, oh, it's a Ponzi scheme. Well, yeah, okay, whatever. There are Ponzi schemes out there. Trust me. I'm very, very suspicious of anything I hear. If it's too good to be true, it isn't, blah, blah, blah. Well, say that about Facebook. Say that about some of the others that are supposedly too good to be true, and what do they turn out to be? Like Apple shares. Give me a break. Isn't that too good to be true? There's a lot of ways of making money out there. So, anyways, and I'm not looking to quit my job or get rich overnight, but I just thought I'd mention that. Okay, let's get to work here. 5:52, 5:53 p.m. Enough yapping about finances and all that. That's not what you're here for. I don't know what you're here for. I don't know why I do this. That's why I'm like, if I'm gonna do this, man, I might as well get a few cents for it. That'd be kind of cool. Hell, even if I, make $1 an hour, that'd be really nice. Hey, that'd be cool. I'd like that. Yeah, just a little bit. I'm not asking you guys to spend money. Don't donate to me. I got nothing you can donate me to. Somebody said that. Well, why don't you put a donation bar? I'm like, come on. I'm gonna put a donation bar. I gotta set it all up now. Anyways, okay, I'll stop about this. Enough talk about money, but I'm always looking. That's what I just wanted to say. Okay, got lots to do tonight. And, wow, my throat's going to get dry real quick, because there's going to be a lot of talking. And, I've been getting a lot of sore throats lately, and I'm just like, am I talking too much? Like, what the hell's going on? I'm not talking that loud, but it started going away over the weekend. I had a little bit of it. Friday I felt great, and then, I don't know. Hopefully it's not. It shouldn't be. But I'll have to keep myself as best as I can full of liquids here. Okay, so we'll go into where we're at as far as the actual trains. There's a lot I want to cover tonight, so this is why I'm starting early enough. I was going to go to Fort Erie. I decided forget it. It's not worth going to see 2 trains. What am I doing on this page? Get out of here. That ain't it. Oh, I gotta go here. That's right. I don't know why Google's doing that with me lately. Or not Google, Chrome. I don't mind Chrome. I like Chrome, actually. Got nothing bad to say about it. Alright. So, I was going to do something real quick. I should get rid... How about I hide this crap? Because it's always annoying me. Let me just hide these. That way, if I want to deal with it later, I can. But they're just a pain. There we go. Oh, isn't that sweet? Now I can see everything on one page. I don't know why I haven't done that since, but anyways. So the end time was 8, so we're at 8 p.m. Something ain't right about that. Oh, that's, that is right. It is a Monday. Blah blah blah. May 10th was a Wednesday. Okay, we're good. So we're gonna go to May the 15th as our new start date. And we are going to go all the way from 2000. I'm going to put 2350 or 2359 just because I don't trust it. Oh boy. I don't know what hasn't departed or what is or what hasn't departed. It says it has not departed. I can't remember. Oh damn, that sucks. That sucks when a Wednesday goes by and you're just like, okay, did I actually depart these trains or not? Okay, I'll find out. I'll find out very quick here. Yeah, they're red. That don't mean nothing, but I'll take a look. Man, I gotta get a better system for some of this. That's part of the automation I want to get to tonight. Okay, well, let's not worry about that right now. Let's see what's coming up. So, or what do you want? Call bar? Current? Master? Yes. We're going down to the bottom. Bottom of the barrel. 634, that was a late call. Oh yeah, and these are... Was that the one that I was going to hold off on, or did I actually run? Okay, I got to go in and find out what the hell's going on. Which ones are legitimate. I know there was one that I wasn't going to create. Oh, that's it right there. This one didn't run. NESE, and I bet you I don't even have it listed. Okay, it's down here. Perfect. So NESE has not departed, or hasn't been built, or whatever you want to call it. SEPI has been built, I think. Maybe not. No. Probably not. Oh, I need a better system. Oh, hell no. Okay. This is not departed. I know that for sure, because I never got into the Buffalo side. As far as I know, the last I've checked, the Boston side's still up, which means those trains have not departed. I've got a backlog of stuff coming in, coming out. It is absolutely crazy. Which sucks, because this one would be a nice one, because this is a westbound. Okay, so that has not been built. Everything else, I think we're okay. All right. Try to save my voice the best I can here. 1945. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change something around here. These are already set. I've been meaning to change the way these formulas work for the lateness. And that ain't how I want to do it. How do I want to do it? Is it here? Okay, so if AP2 is less than AO, that ain't it. AO2? That ain't right. Oh, wait a minute, that's right. Okay, so if it's less than, then it's saying AB2 plus a full day times AO2 times AO2 times, whoa, my God. I want to try something a little simpler than that. I want to try something just a bit simpler. So bear with me for a second. I've been thinking about this because I like the fact, I don't like, the passengers aren't late enough for me, and I think they should be, even at a 10%. The 50% I'm not too sure about. I'm just finding that the 10%, what 10% of a day is, if I can get a clock here. Let me go with like this. Okay, so that's just sitting there on that. So let me see if I can divide this. 1 divided by 10. No, that's not what I wanted. 1 divided by 10. That ain't it. I don't want the date. I want that time. I thought I set that, but let's see. Time. That's what I want. Okay. So a 10% in theory could be up to 2 hours and 24 minutes late, whereas a 50% in theory, well, 25% could be a lot worse. I can see why it's been multiplied. I'm just working through the numbers here. So AB2 plus 1. Oh, I see. So that's a percentage. Times AO times AO. Whoa, times AP. I don't like that. I like the times AO times AO. But what would 10% of that be? Not much. Like I want it exponential. You know what I mean? And I can't. I had this at one time. I want an exponential formula in there. So what I mean, I like that times, but what I mean by an exponential formula is it is multiplying it by, but then it's I don't like that. There's just something about that I just don't like it. Is it because I'm multiplying AP2 again? I don't, maybe that's it. I don't know. Let me just try this for a second. And crap. If I don't like it, I can always revert back to it, but let me get this AP2 out of here. Or do I want to plus it? No, I don't want to plus it. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm putting 0.25 there. Okay, so what that is saying, well, that's not too bad actually. So that goes for that. If I go 0.5, this is the more normal freight one. it goes all the way to 620. I don't mind that. That's a 6-hour delay now. If I go 0.1, it's only a 14-minute. I don't like that. I want my passengers to be potentially a little bit later than that, but not. Yeah, let's put 09. That didn't do nothing. 0.01. That didn't do nothing. What's up with that? Did I screw something up here? 0.25. 0.01. It's just sitting at 150. I screwed something up. 0.26. Okay, that went right. 0.24. 150. 0.01. Yeah, something's wrong. Oh, man. I forget what the exponential impact is, because that's an exponential in itself, but it's timesing it by AP5 and then, sorry guys, I'm just trying, because it'll multiply this and then it becomes the percentage, but it's not really, like, it's multiplying it by AP5. So it's really multiplying it by practically nothing, and it doesn't seem to affect it. But let me put this in here, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so we're at 20. So if I put it at 0.25, the worst that can get is a 22-hour or 22-minute delay. If I put 0.5, now I have a 3-hour delay? Are you serious? That's it? I've seen worse than that. See, if it goes over it, it goes back to the it reverts it. So the worst that happens is a 3-hour delay? Really? I mean, I like the 3-hour delay and all, don't get me wrong, but if it's an intermodal train and it's at its full effect, well, let's try this. I hate to do this, but let me divide it and see what happens. Okay, that brings it to 620. That's more like it. Now, is it too much, though? 10%, ooh, 244. Okay, yeah, we want a 10. Let's 0.01, what does that give you? Yeah, 34, yeah, that's alright. Ooh, it gets exponential, all right. You know what I mean by exponential? So if it calls a number that's 1, so we go 14 minutes to, well, that's not exponential though. I don't know. Forget it. I'm wasting time on this. I'm gonna have to think of a better way of doing this, because I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's not severe enough for the passengers, and apparently it's not severe enough for the freights. I thought they would have been, but like I mean, it's not bad. At least it's variant, but the passengers are hardly getting touched. Like I said, if this is point 0.1, it's going a minute. Like the passengers aren't even worth it. Can I do one more? I don't know. If I keep on multiplying it, it's going to make it. Let me try just one of these and see what happens. I think I already tried this, but let me just try it. No, that doesn't do anything. That's a 14-minute. What about this one? Let's try this. I got an idea. Sorry guys, I shouldn't be doing this. No, that's not it. How about divide it? Can I AP2 divided by... See, dividing it don't matter. I could do this. Ooh, that's interesting. I don't... forget it. Okay, I give up. I had the secret formula of how TD3 did it, or at least it made sense. Now I cannot get it for the life of me. So I will just use whatever stupid formula that I am using, and at least it kind of varies the freights. Like you're looking at 1930 to 2048, which isn't too bad. That was for 21%. 6% only gave me that much. Maybe I'll have to, I don't know, I'll have to deal with something, but I'll have to brainstorm it some more. Okay, enough of this. Let's get on with the trains that we do know. So we're still on a Monday for the rest of this session, the next session, then we switch over to a Tuesday. So we know these ones are coming. Now I can go ahead, what is it? Oh, that's a daily. Oh, I already called that one, so that's gone. Everything else here, I'm going to get the heck out of the way. I don't even know why the heck I have those. I'm just going to skedaddle them. Hopefully I have all the passengers. I'll verify the passenger schedule later. So I'll use a different color code for the different days. But I'll start with yellow. So we got some dailies. We're not doing the Friday. More dailies. Ooh. It's looking busy. Looking like one of those you know what's. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Okay, good. Not that I don't want to see trains, but this is getting busy enough for me lately. I can't wait to get to this part again. Look at this. This was crazy. Like I don't know what it was. Maybe it was just the Sunday schedule that was so dead. Maybe I should have. I don't know. Maybe I should have started on a Saturday. Wow. Oh, there's a Monday to Friday on that one. Daily, Monday, Tuesday. Okay, so that's. Holy crap. I knew the prime time got real busy too. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, this one's going to be the bottom of the schedule, and then I'm going to switch over to Tuesday at the top. Okay. You asked for it. Monday to Friday. So I'm going to do everything down here. This is nuts. I'm not doing the as requireds. I got enough problems. Whoa. Oh, that's scary. Oh my god. How many trains do I got going here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This is the most I've had. I got 22 trains potentially being called here. That's insane. Oh, all right. You asked for it. Yeah, let's see what we get. And we got one late. Or later. That's why I want to get that fixed. Oh, that's a late one too. Well, I'm batting 1,000 here. Whoops, red. Oh goody, another Selkirk departure. I think one of them's ready actually. I forget which one that is. I'll find out. I'll find out later, and that's not 50% or 30. Am I really using a 30% out of there? I don't think I am. I know I've seen it before, but I don't think I'm using a 30. I'm going to use a 50 and hope it hits. No, of course it didn't. I got one right on time. I got lots to go for westbounds. This is nuts. Oops, I don't need to do the Friday, so I don't know why I did that one. Let's do the blue again. Why do I have that as a 25%? Is that what I've been using them? No. No, I've been using 50%, you idiot. Got enough problems. Oh goody, that one's going to be late. I'm so happy. 22:48. Ooh, that's up there too. Okay. I like pushing them off. Not that I'm not pushing them off already by my own inability to get these things going. I don't even know why I bother with the passengers. I should just run them. Because I've already seen the worst I can get for it is just, you know, I gotta change that algorithm though. It's a nice algorithm, or it's a nice attempt, but it's not doing justice for the 10%ers. Maybe I can, I don't know, I'll figure out something, but... Ooh, there's one that's not going to make it. At least not this session. That's 47. Yeah, that's really pushing it. I'm going to put an orange on that sucker. You'll see why soon enough. 2:29. Okay, so one's a little later. These ones are leaving on time. As long as I build them. Monday to Friday, back to 10%, which is, we already know what the result's going to be for that anyways. Oh crap, I hate going back. I gotta cut the width off of this thing so that it doesn't do that. Okay, so 50%. Man, look at all the 1030s we got here. Jeez. That's something totally different. I forget what the B is. I can't remember. There's something about those. We'll figure that out later. Go to 50%. Okay. Well, good. Yay! I'm actually happy to push them off past midnight. Oh, I don't want these trains. These are too many. I gotta remember this. This is the deadly session, just after sundown. And then I have to go back up to the top and do, like I said, this is why I put orange for those. I don't need that one. I think that's it. Oh, no. I spoke too soon. Yeah, I think that's it. You're an idiot. That's... Why am I get 0.25% thingies again? It's a 0.5. That would have been perfect, too. I screwed it up. Yeah, I screwed that one up. I could have had it. Okay, so let's put the 50% into these suckers, or at least that one. Might as well do that one since I'm here. Trailer vans, I think, are 25%. There we go. I don't know where I'm at. Was I here? I did that one, right? I think I did that one. I don't remember doing it. Doesn't matter anyways, because it's not going to affect anything, so this one will. Yay! Anything I can push? I gotta do it later tonight anyways, but... Oh, that's a Selkirk anyways, what am I talking about? But... I mean, it's coming. It'll come on the Wednesday session, but that's fine. But anything I can push off further... I think that one's going to be the same. And that one ain't going to matter. Okay, the rest are going to leave on schedule. So... I'll have to like I said, I have to cross-check the passenger times again, just to see if I have them all. So now we go into a Tuesday schedule. Now you can see the first 4 hours is nothing. Like I'm already looking at it and I'm thinking, yeah. The Tuesday schedule, so I'm going into orange now. This is why I made those other ones orange. I mean, I got a daily there. I got a Tuesday here. Another Tuesday. So anything that I can push actually helps. spread out the overnight a bit. And I may have to push a lot anyways. And I think that's it. No, there's 350 supposedly. We'll see. We'll see if that holds true or not. Let me go ahead and I'm going to put the cuckoo clock ahead here for these. Or at least put a passenger here. The rest are a lot of trailer van trains. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm going to put the trailer vans and get them going. Alright, so let's see what we got. Again, this doesn't mean anything. That one means something. 256. Make him red. Dimensionals I'm doing something with. Take dimensionals behind Buffalo. Well, I don't have dimensionals, so I don't know what exactly I have in mind for that train. I don't know. It's a dimensional train, so I honestly I don't know what I have in store for that train. I haven't figured out a use for it. It'll be up there on the schedule. Maybe I'll run engines. I may do that, you know. That might be my light power run. I don't know what else I can do. Oh, what am I doing? The dimensionals are down there on Wednesday. That's a Wednesday, you idiot. Okay, well, hey, look at what I did. I gave myself another opportunity. It's not really that late. Okay, let's put that one late anyways. That one we'll put, well, I will just call it an orange because it's so nice. That ain't gonna matter. And that isn't going to matter either. That isn't going to matter. And that certainly isn't going to matter. Okay. I mean, the good news here is I don't have to worry too much after. Now, I got a lot of Selkirk traffic coming in the early morning hours. I haven't quite figured out all that yet. This is not the easiest territory to try to figure out what the hell everything does. And we're only dealing with what happens in Selkirk. That's the scary part. So it looks as though we have 4, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 scheduled trains for Monday's session, not counting what's already in there. 3 are being pushed back to the wee hours of the morning for Wednesday's session, and that will include those 3 plus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you get more of a typical flow. But you can see everything's just hunkered down. There's a lot of stuff that gets sent out. So it'll be interesting to see how, you know, I'm not even too sure how I'm going to do this part. I haven't even figured that part out yet. But we'll see. Doggy Wars. That's all I gotta say. Doggy wars. Okay. You're kidding me. Okay. So, let me get into the simulator and let it beep at me and do all kinds of things. I am recording, right? Yep. Not that it really matters, but you know. Thought I'd make sure. Well, that was cute. Can we try that again? I don't know why it crashed, and I don't care. It just did. It was right on the boot up too, huh? I mean, I haven't rebooted it because I'm not running the server. All I just want to get is the stuff. Let's try it one more time. You know, I never saw that. All hold. I've always been doing this, and I just realized there's an all hold button. Oh well. Yeah, stop because you wanna. That's right. You tell him. Annoying as hell. We should get rid of some of those messages. I mean, I know I can. This is supposed to be reasonable. You call that reasonable? And it's just part of the. I'd like to see. I like the little slider and everything, but I'd love to see the radio boxes and open up another window so that you can say, okay, do you want this guy to call you every time, even though he's released and isn't doing dilly squat? Do you want him to bug you every 5 minutes and tell you he's waiting for a signal even though he's released? I mean, really. Just curious. I mean, this is just me using my operational experience, I guess, of running a simulator. I'm not a real railroader, but I mean, I'm sure these guys aren't yapping all the time. Yeah, I understand it. They'd be toning the dispatcher. This is where you need a dialogue box to just say, shut the hell up until I say so. We're busy. Okay, green signal, you must be here. I don't know why I came out there. I didn't need to do that. All I need to do is take a look at what trains we got here. So TV 204 is at Pete Street. That's cool. Do I want to call it Pete Street? I could. Yeah, why not? Does it say it somewhere around here that I can see it? I'd rather use the numbers, actually. So it's at CP286, let's call it that. That sounds more reasonable. TV204, CP286. So, CP2... What the hell number was I say I was at? Oh, TV2 is CP286. CP286. And we will change him to online. Okay. Voila for that one. Of course, I got a mess over here. I think there's... Well, I'll find out very quickly what trains I got. I got one coming in the receiving right now, which is in the wrong track. I don't even know if I want to list these trains as available. I mean, seriously, do people want to just run a train in and follow it in? I don't know. I'd rather say it's in the receiving queue and not even list them. This guy here, I think he's going into Selkirk. I can list these things. I don't care. I mean, I'll list them, but he's coming up to CP 173. Or no, he's around. So I'll call him CP 169. 49 CP 169. CP 169. Yeah, the whole idea of the lateness factor, it works great for freights just because there's a high percentage and it's able to play off that percentage. The passengers, it doesn't as much, so I got to use a different algorithm. So the way TD3 does it is the higher the percentage, the more likely it, not only will it be late by that percentage, but it will actually make it extremely more likely that it'll be really late. So it was exponential. It was some kind of exponential progression. The passengers, like say if you have a 10% lateness, it's not only is it a 10% lateness, but because it's such a low number, the likelihood it won't be that late. So that's what made it kind of cool. And the intermodals were in between if you set it at a different number. So it's all exponential. It exponentially grows. I'm not sure how to capture that yet. If you guys have an idea, let me know. And I'll try different formulas out and see which ones I like. Right now I'm okay with this just because it does the freights, but I really want to get the passengers so that when they do fall in that 10% lateness factor, I could potentially play around with them. I could throw them up to a higher percentage, but you know, maybe for some of the stuff coming up from Chicago and stuff like that, possibly. But or even even the Maple Leaf coming from coming into Canada and the one going out, I know it gets delayed by a lot of the freight traffic, so it's possible. But okay. So what do we got here? I'm going to list these very... Let's go over here and see what we've got going on. I know one we had coming in. So in theory, this one's approved. So yeah, let me do that. I'm just gonna label these as Q, as in they're coming in for arrival. Make it nice and simple. So we've got North Platte, should have known that by the engine. North Platte, Indianapolis, and TV14. North Platte, Indianapolis, and TV14. Okay. Wow, that's been... The scary part about that is that thing hasn't moved in 4 hours. That's really scary. North Platte. I haven't had anything moving. It's horrible. P237. CPSK, so CS. Okay, everything else is pretty much in or something, I would imagine. Wow, this is going to be a mess. Starting late from Buffalo, P64 is gone. I don't know why I did that one. Okay, everything else is supposedly ready to go. I don't think I've done these. NP in Indianapolis. Or wait a minute, yeah. Not the wrong one, sorry. FRNE, let me just double check. That'd be 85, 74, 75, 76, 85. Let me just check here. This is where the reporting systems really are going to come into handy. Especially when dark falls. Well, 74 is gone. Oh, shut up, you dumb dog. Well... It looks like it's still not built. '74 and '75. Why is '73? That's a little scary. Like, did I? It makes me think I picked the wrong line, and I think I did. If I was to guess, hang on a second. 27, 28, 21, and 30. Hold on a second. No, 18, 21, 30. Okay, so that is that train for that one. I'm thinking I pulled the wrong track. I'll double check this, but that says 74. Huh? Or no, it says, I got a block that says 75. So what's 50 and 72 then? 50, 72, 75. Oh, it's up here. Okay, never mind. I'm looking at the Friday, Saturday one. 50, 72, 75. I believe I sent that one. But I picked the wrong one. I picked the wrong track, I betcha. Unless something else got humped and it just so happened to pull a bunch of those, but I don't think so. So just to make my life a little bit easier, I know I'm cheating, but I'm still new at this. I'm going to delete this and assume it was gone. And anything else that left, I'll assume that's gone too. It just makes my life a hell of a lot easier. Because once he goes, I'll get him going up to the signal if he isn't already. Now he's got a little ways to go. He'll make his way up to the signal. Obviously, I had to have pulled the wrong track. Not obviously, but it seems obvious to me. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call those trains, because there's nothing else left, which is good. So they did depart. Now the other ones are supposed to leave, but I gotta set up the reporting for those. How does the hump look like anyways at the moment? Yeah. But that'll be part of the reporting process. Okay. I think I'm convinced enough now to say that there's 5 trains. I know this one's technically not online, so I'm not going to count it. I've got 6 trains online, or should be considered online. Why do I have 7? Set to enter Selkirk, set to enter Selkirk. Outside Selkirk, set to enter Albany. P49's up there. CSSE, TV204. I thought they were all there. Hang on. I got one there. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's 6 and 7. Okay, good. All right, we're moving. 6:51 p.m. Jeez. Well, now we get to the fun part. Has not departed. Now these are Pittsburgh, so that's going to be, I have to change the hump over. But since I got it in Boston, I'm going to start humping again. Almost right away, hopefully, to clear up whatever I got. I was in the process of humping something, I think. My notes are not too well, unfortunately. Too much going on, and then trying to keep track of everything. It's just too much. Okay, let's, enough about my problems. So, what we will do is I'm going to take a look at the current here. So train, depart, work, and exit. Man, that thing's annoying. 1956, I think he's already there. Yep, okay. So I got 480. No, I've got the 2000. Why do I have him set at 1056 for? Oh, actual. Never mind. Hey, there's a thunder again. Hadn't heard that for a while. I missed the old formula. Looks like I got rid of it by accident. Well, it's actually going to be the actual, by the looks of it. For tonight anyways. Well, for this one, H equals H. 11. Alright. Okay, so 2000, let's see, 12, 17, 48, 12, 17, man, I typed horrible again, 48, I got a 22 up there. Yeah. So 2141. No, I can't use that one yet. I got 2110s. Two 2130s. I'll get the colors right later. then a 2141. Yeah, it's going to be a long, rocky road. Not my cup of tea. Wow. I've got 122.29 and then 422.30s. Did I do that right? Yep. I gotta get rid of those. Figure out something else later. 422.30s. If I've done everything, I still have to double check the passenger schedules. $22.48, and I think that'll be it for that part. Oops, 22.48. Okay, two 2300s, 2315 and 2359. All right. I don't think I'll go further on that for now. Let me change this all to yellow. Has not been built. I'll go with red with that. Okay. So now I'm back up to the 2000, which should be right here. Something doesn't look right there. Nope, that's okay, never mind. I know what I did wrong. Oh, I see. I gotta go this way here. Jeez. Man, this thing is so screwed up. $480.405. Well, I'm about to have oh jeez. Well, he can get in. I might have to put him back because I got a train in the way right now. My God, this is such a freaking nightmare. Not fun. Is it 2048, the next one? Yep. It's going to be critical to get 2 trains to hump very quickly. Do I even have... Oh, I do. Supposedly. I'll have to double check that, but actually I'll update that shortly. But I'm gonna have to find out. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that anytime soon. I'm not gonna worry about the strategies just yet. It's 7:02. The key here now is to make sure I get these trains ready. Once I've got that set, then I can start dealing with strategies. But FRSE, I got 2110s and 2 2130s. Passenger supposedly. Oh, there's a 2229 in there somewhere. The hell is he? Supposedly there's a 2229. I don't see it though. Oh, there he is. TV10. What is this one? 2141. What the hell did I do with that? It's supposed to be the train, not the location. Then we got 3 2230s. Did I have a 2229? Or is that TV10? That was TV10, right? Okay. Yeah, once I can get this to do a call up, I haven't done that yet. That's more automation that I want to deal with. Oh, I got four of them? Really? Oh, I do. Okay, that's the one I think I have that's ready. So out of all the Selkirks, well, that's good actually. That's actually good. Because the other ones are heading west. So it's good that I have at least one train ready. So that's 10:30. I'm pretty sure that's the one that I had set up. Yes, perfect. Alright, good. Or I can just put it at 2248. Two 2300s. Oh crap. Undo that. Yeah, it'll be nice just to get a call-up function for this. I thought building the trains were bad. Syracuse Buffalo ain't happening. I know I have that in there, but that doesn't need to be in there. So that one's going to go red. Yeah, I'm going to keep that out for now. Okay, so that's one less to worry about. So we got these that are pretty much ready. I think they'll have a little bit of switching. I'm gonna look at the those yards very shortly after I get the builds. But I want to get all the builds set up first. So let me. I don't know where this storm is. Is it over here? Yeah, could be here. Could be anywhere. That looks more likely. I'll say that. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm right. Anyways, I'll be back in a few minutes. I'll let you enjoy that visuals. I'll be right back. Okay. Let's get myself situated here. So, as usual, fun weekend. It's kind of weird because I think I did a little video on Friday night, and I was really pumped up. Sundays, I've mentioned this before. Sundays are a little strange because they're one of those things where usually on a typical Sunday, and this was another sort of typical weekend, I should say, the biggest highlight of our weekend, other than finishing off watching whatever wrestling, will be Transport Fever. And Transport Fever really is a lot more fun than setting this up. It's fun running once it's going. All the work pays off, but I don't know, it's just I have a lot more energy and thoughts. Like, you get into the weekend, and don't get me wrong, I love my job's fine, but I love my weekends even more. And I had this positive vibe going into Friday. I had so much I wanted to do, and believe me, I got a lot of ideas for tonight if I can get through this. And realizing it was going to be a really busy schedule, I had a funny feeling it was going to be, but it is what it is. So I'm not too worried about it. But all of a sudden, you get to the nitty gritty about starting things up, and it's like, whoa. Suddenly you're not as enthusiastic as you were. And believe me, I'm not really that enthusiastic at the moment. But that's okay. Okay. So I guess, oh crap, this goes into Selkirk too? Yep. Okay, so now I gotta go back to the top here. And I know how to do a lookup function, I just don't have it set up at the moment because it's not sorted properly and all that other garbage. Hopefully I'll have this. This is probably the least amount of my worries, is this part actually. I can deal with this crap full of data, I like to call it. Okay. Hudson East. And then a river and a CP226, I think. Yep. Oh, you even got a Hudson East, because I don't even know where the hell that thing goes. Oh, because it's Fresh Pond. Yeah, send them down there. least I'm going to send them down there. That's the other thing. What happens too is people sign up for trains and they're not too sure what they are or where they're going. We've got at least 2 westbounds. What's going to happen is I'm going to finish humping the Boston. Then I'll switch it over. Or at least that's the game plan right now. Okay. Not to mention I have another build coming up for Castleton. Right there. Whoops, I didn't see what the rest of that was. ML42 at 2300. Well, I've actually got a few there. So I have 2 more builds that ideally I want to get rid of first before I cut off everything. So that's going to be the plan, at least from a Selkirk perspective. Hump everything I can out of the others and then deal with the rest. I thought I had a bunch that were going to have work here. I don't see any. At least not from what I can tell. All the ones that work are going to be overnight. That's the ones that come into work. Okay. That's cool. Did I 10, 20, and 57, did I put those into the other ones, or I haven't even done those yet, have I? No, I haven't. Okay. So, well, I should so that goes into Albany, Selkirk. Lovely. Selkirk. Another Albany. Again, I have to confirm with the passenger schedule, but Selkirk. And that's a Selkirk too, I take it. Wow. Well, that's going to get nifty. So, let's see which ones are supposed to be late. Not that it matters, but let me just put this, let me put it all into yellow for a minute. Okay. So let's see what we've got, and let me see if I can pinpoint the numbers. 2048, 1956. 1712. $21.41, $22.48. So these are the ones that are running late, and the reason why I'm also marking that is because I want to put that into the schedule. 22:29, I think that's it. Yep. Everything else is going to be set to run on time. So we got our schedule. I'm not worried about the formula here because it really doesn't matter, and I accidentally erased it anyways, but oh, I gotta turn those yellow. So that's a pretty big call sheet for coming up. And I've been seriously thinking about not putting, and this may be, let me just check something here. What do we got? 7:23 p.m. We got plenty of time. Or I have plenty of time. Let me just take a look and see what the Run8 server site is showing. I'll log into that. And I'll check the user list for Monday. I'm not too sure why 6:30 is in there because it starts at 7, but whatever. So this has been our typical 3 people for the last little bit. There have been others, but that seems to be the typical set of crew members we're getting. The one generally likes road trains. He's the only one that seems to be a regular who enjoys road trains. Jerry generally likes yards, which is, you know, I mean, the yards are appreciated for those that can do it, but of course there's only so many yard positions anyways. The road trains, I try to put as much information out there so that people know, but at the same time, it takes a lot to put that information out there. So I've got this kind of stuff, and this might mean nothing to people. Like, for example, what's online right now? Set to enter Selkirk. Well, you know, they may think, I don't know. It's just set to enter Albany Yard. It's one of those things. It's like, I don't know. I don't know if it's enough information. But unfortunately, right now, information isn't going to be my top priority, at least not for the little bit. I try my best, and that's all I can do. But to put in all these bids and have nobody take them, I'm beginning to think that maybe I'm better set to just advertise the session, and I don't know. Are there any formulas here? Let me just take a look here. Oh, okay, wait a minute. These numbers are off. So what's the old formula here? Let me see if I can get this right. So what I'll do is I'll subtract that by dollar B dollar 3. That doesn't look right. Plus dollar B dollar 1. Oh, I did it right. What do you know? There we go. Those are the actual times. So I don't know. Let me try putting this in here again and see if it works. It didn't before. I tried it. But let's just see. I don't think there's any other formulas. Well, there is formulas. I shouldn't say that. There is. This here is a formula. I can copy it over here. I can do this. How would I do this? Oh, can I can't use that. Can I? Okay. Let me put this here. Okay. That don't look right. That don't look right. Okay, forget I did that. The hell's that? So what I can do, just to make it interesting, I can put that here, and I will copy this. It's the formula that messes it up sometimes. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to Control-Shift-V here, and I'm going to take this whole thing and copy it right back onto here. So that avoids the formula. Now the formula is still at that 2300 thingy. That don't matter. So now let me see if I post this, will it be enough? Because if so, I'm just gonna go this route from now on. Instead of bidding on mainline trains, and I'll make a change. It just saves me a hell of a lot of time when setting up the session. Because we don't have enough people to run the trains. They're basically AI trains until whatever. I'll put the positions on for bids, and basically I'll assign them. We'll see how it goes. So let me see if I can do that. Let me manage the sessions. I don't know if this is going to work or not. I'm going to try it. I'm going to edit this. Yeah, to be announced. Okay, let me see if I can do this here. I've had trouble. See, that looks awesome. Just like that. It looks awesome. But then what happens is when I save it, it doesn't look so awesome. See, now I go to, if I go into, I think it's this. No, that's, I don't know. Wait a minute. Hang on a second here. Yeah, see, it does some goofy thing up here. Like, what the hell is that? I don't get it. Table properties. Hold on a second here. Border 1, alignment, general, advanced. I don't know what the hell that means. Yeah, see, this is the problem. It doesn't like the table. Let me just try one more thing. The hell, I got some dang bug on me. Get out of here. I don't know where he came from. Okay, let me just try this here. Let me go to home. Yeah, leave that. Let me go to this session information. No, I want to see what the session information is. Projected trains. What is that? See, it does like for 5 and then it just gives up. I don't know. It's still a work in progress, I guess, but here, how about this then? Let's get out of here. I want to edit this. I'm going to edit this whole thing. I'm going to go ahead. And then what I'll do is I will go ahead and I would love to do it so that it tabs or something, but so there at least it's telling you where it's exiting. Like I hate to not put something on there for trains that are available. I just don't think I don't know. Now if I submit the changes and I go to this, see, it's in there. It looks good. Maybe I shouldn't have the word none in there. I don't know. I don't wanna dwell on that too much. I got stuff to do, so forget it for now. I'll decide. If I have time later, I'll do it. You know, I really don't want to mess with a bid board that 3 people use. Or one. Actually, it's coming down to the point where it's becoming one person. And the truth be known, he's a regular, but he's not using it. He's coming in and just he wants a mainline train. That's all he says. I'm not picking on him. I'm just stating the facts. So when you have one person who's not even using the bid board that you give them for saying, okay, I want this particular train, um, and then the other one is when there's departures. Well, we got a lot of departures. I can say that this particular train is going to leave at 9:30 without a shadow of a doubt. I don't know how to express it any other way to say that other trains just aren't built despite the fact that they're scheduled to go. Stuff that's coming off the line, like this is going to be ready. This is going to be ready. These trains here, sorry, that's going to be ready. Or no, it's not. I'm sorry, wrong one. I'll get it right. This one hasn't been built. It'll be ready. So this is gonna spawn from Castleton. Problem with that is he's gonna run from Castleton and he's gonna run to a brick wall called Selkirk because he's not getting in. Um, this guy here, ditto. There is really nothing at this point. That's the only ones that are going to get anywhere really fast is going to be ML480. I could say without a shadow of a doubt that he'll run. He'll get out at 7:12, pretty much right on schedule. This is one of the things, and it's not user friendly because people want to run trains and they want to know what trains, but it's really a matter of you having to go in there, taking a look around, and saying, okay, you take a look at the call list, see what's available. I don't know how else to do it. I can put it up there. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll see. I'd like to, because if I can get through this next two sessions, I will have a database on, I believe, the system that will have all the trains on there, so it'll make it a little bit easier, I think. Oh wow, I'm drinking this water way too much. That's the end of that. Or I can keep drinking it. Nah, who cares? It's just water. Keeps my throat nice and lubricated, I guess. Okay, let's keep going here. I'm spending way too much time on that crap. Okay, so now I gotta look at these guys down at the bottom here. And they're coming in off the tail end of that. So I'll put him here. Whoops, I screwed that up. I don't know what that is either. It is a Monday, Tuesday build that just happens to be... Okay, so ALSE is here. And maybe I don't know, hopefully I'll be able to get some automation up that will actually show you what's ready to depart in certain tracks. That's another thing too. If it's in Selkirk, it's going to have hopefully, you know, I don't know if I'm going to get to the departure tracks tonight, but we'll see. It's just I find I put stuff up there and then people are asking anyways. It defeats the purpose. It just makes it a waste of my time. Okay, so let's keep going here. Another Selkirk train. Jesus, Murphy. They don't give up. Okay, so that's them. Let me just deal with those first. ML488. Wait, what the hell am I doing? Hold on a second here. ML488, what am I talking about? Oh man. I'm putting in the wrong information now. Like I was supposed to put in that stuff, not the other stuff. ALSE River Sub. So there's a lot of westbounds set to be built, interestingly enough. Oh, I never put the times in there? Really? I thought that would have been the first thing I did. 10, 20, and 57 after. Okay, fine. No, I just killed my formula again. Like I said, one day I will get this a little bit more better automated. This isn't my priority to automate though. I need reporting systems for me. This is just to give, this is actually to give me the information I need, but it's not exactly what I need. If that makes a hell of a lot of sense. Probably doesn't, but that's okay. Okay, P245. On and on we go. Where we stop, nobody knows. Hopefully soon. I hate this stuff. This is not fun. And I have more energy to do this because then I want to get through it and think, oh yeah, I can get to doing the fun stuff this weekend. Yeah. Once I find out how many trains, actually making the trains isn't so bad. This part is a little bit tiresome. Okay, everything is... Oh, wait a minute. I haven't even... Hold on a second. I don't even see all the... I see the orange, but I haven't... I didn't do the schedules. I did it for these guys, because those were late, but something happened here. Okay, let's try... Okay, we know that's going to be the same, so... Some of these guys are going to be late, possibly. Well, we'll see. So far, not. No, so far looking good. Oh my god, the tomato's back. What the hell did I just do here? Okay. I can't believe the tomato's back already. You kidding me? It don't matter. He's on time today. So we hope. Well, see, it didn't matter because they were all on time. Everything was on time. Okay. Well, so much for that. I tried. I tried to make it as dead as possible. No, not really. I'm not that bad. TV207, where the hell are you? Oh, you're up here. Okay, now it's these dudes. I don't like this one from Syracuse, this TV8W. I mean, because it's coming that way, I'll run it, but I don't like running stuff out of Syracuse when it's actually coming out of, well, whatever. We'll figure it out. Okay. So what the hell happened there? I had a 215 and a 256, TV77. SBSE. Okay, so I did have two late ones. Oh, alright. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I can't even remember that I made a couple late. They weren't that late. River. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm losing it. That's a 215. That's not the 38. What's in east? Oh, I know it screwed me up. I saw the one and it was screwing me up for the time. It's very easy to screw me up. Castleton. We'll see. I'll see about putting it to the board. Why not? Maybe if I put it on the board and then well, we'll see. We'll see. I'm not. And 2057. Oh, I already did those ones because we knew those were late. Now I gotta go back to the top. 38. $215, $256. $315, $330, $345. Okay, I think I got that all figured out now. Okay, so he's going into Albany, Selkirk. These are back to nuns. No work. He's coming out of Syracuse. I'll keep that red just to catch my attention because he's a little different. What's going to happen is I'm going to have to spawn him and then mess around with him again, I guess. I really don't care what kind of train it is, to be honest. It's just going to spawn for now. We got too much to deal with Selkirk, let alone Syracuse, so. But I will take I will put him in Syracuse yard. Just to, you know, give myself more work to do, I guess. So he's, look at that. See, I already got a tomato. So I got the next one set to come. So he comes in and then he just sits around all day or some silly thing. Oh, well. Yeah, 543 system last time. He was late too. 345 is normal. Comes in plenty early and then, well, unfortunately he's plenty late at the moment to depart for CP, or River Sub. Okay, so Castleton, none. Everything else is heading out. Leafs. So these are all going to be on Wednesday. I gotta put Syracuse back in red, or maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see. Yeah, who cares? Hopefully I'll catch it. Maybe I'll bold it. Maybe I'll italic. Does that catch it? How about underline it? I don't know what the hell I want to do with it. Here. Just make it red so it stands out. This list is basically for me anyway, so. Alright. Well, how many trains do I have to put in? So this one needs to be built, or needs to be created. How about that one? That sounds better. Needs to be created. Wow, here we go. Now we're cooking. South departure yard. I'm gonna put that green because he's basically all he has to do is get moved up to the signal. It's not a big deal. I'm working on the ones to go to Selkirk, so needs to be created. Yes, these need to be created too, but I'm not. Well, let me see what needs to be created for tomorrow, because I got some time tomorrow, or Tuesday, I mean. That's not bad. I think I can handle 2 trains. Tonight I have to get 7. Yeah. Yippee-yi-yay. Needs to be moved. It's not going to require too much. Everything else doesn't go in, so I'm not too worried about the other ones. I thought I had hold on a second. I thought there was a whole whack of them in the middle of the night that had work. Well, that's a Sunday. That's a Sunday. Okay. I guess I don't have to worry about that because these are Wednesday to Sundays. They don't do much. Mind you, I really haven't researched these ones, to be honest. So I don't know. I should have had them set up, but I don't know for sure. Needs to be researched, I guess. I don't know. I could take a look. Take a quick look and make myself feel better, I guess. I don't know. Here. Or do I might even have it set up without having to go in. Actually, you know, I think I do. I'm going to do it anyways. Just because I'm a glutton for punishment. Really? Okay, whatever. Okay. So we got a lot of multi-levels, we got a lot of trailer vans. I thought I've checked all of these. But just in case I haven't, let's entertain the fact that there might be something I missed. Oh, there's the trailer vans. Multi-levels. So what multi-levels we got? We're talking about 42? 42, 488, 480. Jeez, Murphy. I'll get it right. 480, 482, and 405. Nope. 480, 82, 88, 405. See, that's an as required, and I'm not dealing with as requireds right now. I see the 482 there. I'm not dealing with them. That's different though, because that's going into Selkirk. So that I have to deal with. Yeah, I forgot about him. So 488 is going in, 482, not 480. Well, according to that works it. Well, so much for my crazy list, because my list is out of. Oh man, this is a headache. Oh, what? Didn't I thought I had these all set up in here. Like, that's just annoying. I bet you I haven't. And that's the problem, is I haven't. Okay, so yeah, see, I got check PDFs on a lot of these damn things. Check master, check PDF. It's like, come on. Man. So it does work. 480 does anyways. What's weird about 480 is I have it listed as a daily. That comes at 8 p.m. even though I have a 7:12 time on that. Okay, he was actually late this time. Or wait a minute, no, this is actual time. Never mind. 8:12 is his time. Okay. I guess. Alright. I don't know. I don't know what I did. So it must be late, so it must not be late by much. So 7:12 actual time means 8:12 in the cycle. He's gonna get to Selkirk by midnight. This is insane. Blocks 1 and 2 for connection to TV 24p day 2. This is why I have a headache. These stupid multi-level trains. They can't just be, your regular run-of-the-mill. No, they have to have stupid freaking intermodal stuff in them. This is actually, it's 8:04 Eastern, okay? This is the kind of thing. It has nothing to do with Mike. It has nothing to do with the route. This schedule is freaking insane. I can't stand their Conrail schedule. Knowing that it's there, I get so freaking anal about it because now it's like, okay, I got to create a train that has multi levels. Not only do I have multi levels, I got a stupid intermodal connected with it, which of course takes time. I don't have time. It's not worth it. Oh man, I've got a headache now. See, at least before, even as goofy as the manifests are that come in with the loads and empties, at least I had a way of dealing with this. That particular train, I don't have a way of dealing with that. If I look, I'm pretty sure I've done this. What is this? Was this a daily? This was a daily, wasn't it? So why did I avoid it last time? Or did I just spawn something and say, okay, here it is? Okay. So I can't stress it any better than that. See, the as required, I can live with that. It's the ones that I know do more than that. It's just like, okay, I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. As required, I know, okay, well, I can avoid that. I can avoid Syracuse for now. There's so many things I can avoid. Okay, so 405 goes right into Selkirk. And okay, I really got to think about this now. All my ambition on this project has just like totally been deflated by this. It's just getting ridiculous. Damn. So we got 8:07 Eastern. It's one thing. I mean, I got, how many trains do I got to create? Those are manifest. One, two, three, four, five, six. Now I'm gonna spend the whole night making friggin' trains. Pardon my English. It is, it's so much easier for me to just give up. I can't stress this enough. It's so much easier for me to just give up. I hate to say that. And I don't want to give up. I really don't want to give up. But at the end of the day, this becomes a time factor. I thought I gave myself the Sunday. I figured, okay, I'll start nice and early. I got lots of plans. I got lots of ambition. I'm gonna have a system that I'm able to track all the cars and do all kinds of things. But this is insane. I mean, how I'm gonna go out about doing that? I mean, it's not that much. It's just right now I don't have a proper system to do it. I mean, if I was able to use the waybill system, then I could say, okay, well, yeah, I can throw so many auto racks in, and I can throw so many of these in, and just generate the thing, and everything would be fine. But yeah, I just don't know at this point now. Like I've totally lost all my steam in trying to figure out what I'm going to do with this, which really sucks because I hate quitting. But I don't know what else to do on this. If it was only a few trains, I would say, okay, great. If it made sense, if the schedule made sense, I'd say great. We've got right now myself and two others. And it's like, that for me, for myself and two others. Number one, if I'm not enjoying myself, I know the others two might be, and that's great, and I appreciate the support. I just don't know what I can do at this point. It's getting ridiculous. Until I have something like, and really, I don't want to audit. This schedule sucks. It just, I mean, I'd have to get into, I was hoping to have another version of RTS. Ski's busy. I could get in there, I could dig into the code, I could try something out, but yeah, man, it sucks. I just don't know what to do in this case. But yeah, I could skip the multi-level trains, I suppose. The problem is everything that I'm creating was supposed to be part of it. And I thought I was starting off slow. I thought, oh yeah, we'll do Selkirk, and it was slow. It was so slow at the beginning. But now I'm just like, okay, well, I'm almost to the point that I might want to try something totally different here tonight, and I'm not too sure what I want to do. Hold on, let me not give up on this yet. I may not do it this way. I may go a totally different way on this here. I was thinking about this the other day. Let's see what's going on first of all. Let's see what's going on. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go to the calendar for a moment. Well, he doesn't have him set up. No, I'm sorry. I apologize for disappointing everybody in this. Man, I'm glad this didn't happen on Friday. I would have been so bummed out this weekend, and I am kind of bummed out right now as it is. But no, I'm not doing this all night. This is ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trains. Then I have to do that one. Let me see what else there is. If that's the only one, then I'll deal with it. But I'm ready to give up on this right now. I really am. Shut the hell up, you stupid damn system. Okay, so that's... What the hell is that for? That's 405, okay. So 405 comes in, he's got multi-levels, which I'm not too sure if they're loads, empties, or what the hell they're supposed to be, because I can't read this. I mean, one says Selkirk multi-levels. One says Selkirk, which could be part of something else. You know, the amount of work that I've set up for this it's been a lot of work. I hate to throw this away, but I don't know what else to do in this case. And for the amount of people that are into it, you know, I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate the support, but it's getting ridiculous. And I had so much plans tonight to start automating things and getting into the yards, and now, you know, 488 goes into Selkirk. I haven't even checked TV10. Well, at least I don't have a huge bunch of people to disappoint. See, TV10 goes in there as well. Set off blocks 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What the hell? Okay, I'm done. I can't deal with this. Multi-levels is required. No, it is done. This schedule has been getting to me for a while. I'm giving up on that schedule. I have to. It is not worth my sanity at this point. Oh boy. So now what do I do? Well, I know of at least one other session on a Monday. I don't know about the Wednesday. But I might do that for tomorrow. I don't want to delete it. Let me edit. I'm going to turn this inactive for now. Okay, so I'll put that no. That takes it out of there. That means I could go back to it if I really wanted to. Well, I got tonight to figure out some things. That sucks. So what do we got coming up? We got a session on Wednesday now, and then something in June, and that's about it. Hopefully I have something else to offer. And this is a lot shorter of a night than I expected, unfortunately. Like I said, I had positive outlooks for tonight. I didn't think I was going to get into that apparently I must have skipped a lot of stuff, and then I realized I got so damn busy, or just too busy. And that's the whole deal. Is I didn't want it to be too overwhelming for me, and that's what was. I felt that way in California. Now I'm feeling this way in this, and I can't even get Selkirk to work. I mean, Selkirk aside, the route's fine. The route is perfectly fine. It's a great route, and maybe what I'll end up doing. Let me just look around here for a minute. I hate doing this because I had this going, and you know, we're both working on it. He did all this work. I tried to get the receiving yard. I had like 4 trains. I mean, at some point, it's time to just say, okay, you're in over your heads. I don't even know what the hell that yard is. It looks kind of cool. I mean, there's a lot of potential here, but you need people and you need a lot of data. So I don't have the data. Not so much the data, but the ability to make these trains up on an ongoing basis. I was looking at the maps the other night, and I was thinking of running some type of short line. Let me dare go into Florida for a moment. Do I even have Florida? Doesn't look like I have it. Oh yeah, I do. Definitely don't want to be playing around those yards. As cool as they are and everything. So my thought process with if I was to do another, wow, if I was to do something Florida wise, and I've been on both routes now. I've tried a Bakersfield project. I've tried the Selkirk project. It's failed. But if I was to do something, I would. I don't know how many trains there is that I could potentially run. But they look kind of cool. I gotta think about things. It's the way I look at it. The reason why I'll tell you why Florida. There's a couple things, and I've said this before. The reason why Florida looks promising for me, and to do it a certain way, only a certain way, like as far as the way I want to run. As well, all due respect with the 24/7 server. I mean, what I would do is I would use everything south of Jacksonville and spawn manifest trains in that would eventually go over to this yard here to Taft that would make up locals. The other trains would spawn as their usual whatever, go through the whole process of the meets and all that other stuff. I have not been on Florida in a very long time, so I don't know. And the other thing too is, as soon as you start touching that, well, there's 2 things. Number one, there's a server already with the RTS name on it, and number 2, because that gets confusing, and I really don't want to confuse. I don't want to take anything away from the Florida 24/7 server. But what I could do, or what the other thing, what would happen is, as soon as the expansion goes in, then all of a sudden you're missing a whole set of Florida that could be potentially interesting. But then again, there would be more work involved in that as well. California, I've taken a look at. And I've had, like, I already had one Bakersfield project. Let me take a look at Selkirk one more time. I'll look at Mohawk and I'll look at Selkirk. I did this the other night too. The other way of doing it is to take one of these short lines. Maybe the B&M, I don't know. It doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like that many industries on it. Um, well, let me take a look at. Let's go ahead with Mohawk. Like I said before, I mean, this could really, the Run8 could really use a short line. I mean, it's great that there's all these industries and all that, and there's all this main line, but that's kind of interesting. So what are we at? CP248? There's really not a train in there, or there's not a yard though. It's the only thing I'm not too. Okay, that one's interesting. NYS and W. Adirondack Scenic. I don't know if the rest. CSX Utica Yard. There's some street running there. There's about 3 industries, and there's an engine shop, and then that's about it. So, I mean, there's limited scope. I have a hard time with that. I mean, it is what it is. It's supposed to represent, you know, like, I mean, Finger Lakes Yard. Yeah, I don't know. Um, I haven't really taken a close look at it for a while. I know well, I shouldn't say that. I did take a look at it the other day, but um, well, I hate announcing all these projects and getting all excited about it, and then winding up it's a little bit more than I bargained for, unfortunately. Um, I certainly haven't been able to run any main lines, that's for sure. Um, so I'm just looking at what possibilities we have here. Oh, okay, that goes to Syracuse, so I'm getting confused now. I always think that that goes that way, but it actually comes along this way here. I mean, you know, it looks really sharp. There's a lot of work into this, and I really want to do something. So I'm just doing a flyover and see if something I've seen the maps. I'm just seeing if something else catches my eye. Possibly. A lot of this is all based off the main line, though. So when it's based off the main line, it doesn't really act. It doesn't lend itself well to being a short line per se. I mean, in theory, you can run trains to Syracuse and have it run the locals out of there, I suppose. So I'm just doing a flyby through the whole route. I know I had the map, but I'm just seeing if something that the map, sometimes the map is not, well, the map's not to scale, so something catches your eye. I mean, this is generally, with the exception of the industries, this is made to have a lot of people run it. I'm not even taking advantage of all the industries. Um, so I mean, it's one of those things where I was getting to the point where I think I can manage the hump, I can manage the receiving, and I can even build trains, but there's a lot of work in between the sessions, and this is the issue I'm coming to. If there's so much work between the sessions and it's not fun anymore, then you gotta stop and say, well, wait a minute, hold on a second. And that's kind of where I came to the conclusion tonight, and that sucks. Because I can tell you, Friday, I was so looking forward. I was looking more, honestly, I'll be totally honest, I was looking more forward to it than seeing my son. That's how pumped up I was about some of the ideas that I had, and some of the that's why I went on Friday night. I mean, I love my son, don't get me wrong, but I just wanted to get some of my ideas out, and I might have some ideas tomorrow. I get to drive around a little bit, try to clear my head a little bit, and say, okay, well, what can I do? What I can do is this. I know Mike has got a server coming up. I'll say this about what, and I haven't been on Mike's server, but I'll say this about it. Number one, it's California. I'm not too sure he's got dispatchers or he's going to dispatch. It's not going to be as heavy as we were running it. Advantages is that you can run one dispatcher. Disadvantages of that, for me personally, is there's not the high level of traffic, but that's not the end of the world. Just the fact that you're running and there are trains and there's some type of purpose, maybe that's good enough. See, I'm having a hard, there's a lot of mainline to cover here. We're as far as Rome now. Where are we at here? So we're all the way up to the top here. I mean, this is a very long stretch at very high speeds. So here we go. Okay, so here's the one. I don't know what that is. That's a nice little stretch though. It's kind of a cool little stretch. Question is there a yard to support it, or is it just? Oh, that's neat. See, I never even seen that before. Okay. I didn't know that they had. See, the rail line shares the bridge there. That's kind of cool. Okay. Well, explore it, see what you can do. And the problem with me is I have a certain standards that I set for myself as to what I want to do. So we got to run around, then we got another track that goes this way. Okay, there's a yard up here. Wait a minute. All right. It's not a big yard. But it's certainly something. It's not a huge yard. Like I said though, it's something. Can I make up trains in that? I don't know. I'm sure they do, but or if it's to scale or whatever, but I don't know. Okay, so that's where they do their interchange right there. So it brings the train in. So all the other trains we just run through, and it's like I said, it's got potential. I'm not too sure if I want. I would prefer. I was really looking forward. I loved actually doing it for what we were doing and having sitting up in the tower and watching the trains go through and setting up the hump and doing all that stuff. It was actually kind of fun. I actually went through it for the day, but then I think what happened was I skipped a few of the tough parts, either that or that was on a Sunday schedule perhaps. And then all of a sudden they're just like, well, wait a minute, I gotta investigate this train, that train, this train, and then I have to make up all those trains and figure out a way how to do it. It's just getting too much. And really, right now the way Run 8 is set up, it doesn't have a mechanism. Now here's another yard here. This one looks interesting as far as a yard goes. I'm trying to figure out. I mean, there's a crossover here. I could cheat and say, like Adirondack Scenic Road, we're not going to go down there, but I could actually cheat and say that this is part of a short line that runs both sides. Does it come back in again? It probably does, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Okay, which is fine. But you see what I can do is this Utica yard. Okay. The engine shop, how far do we got? We've got, I think we have street running. In one industry there. Okay. Washington Mills. Ridgefield Junction. Yeah, I don't know. It's just not getting to me. This, or sorry, it's not. It's not operationally enough challenging to run a solo operation on that alone. Because here's what happens. Okay, you run the trains. There's either two ways of doing it. In that case you're running a short line, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with running a short line. I would like to get the happy medium. I personally would want to run something. This is why Florida's kind of got my interest, because what happens there is I can treat it for what it is. It reminds me more of what I'm used to around here. And having, a dozen trains or something like that, and a whole whack of industries is fine too, but I think that's going to be it. What was that, Utica? Are we way up? I don't know where we. Yeah, we're way the hell up here still. So once you get past there, I think the V&O is not going to have much more. I'm not going to be here much more tonight. I can tell you that. I gotta post a message and announcement. Just it's not like that many people were caring, anyways. I feel bad for those that have helped and done some work. I mean, maybe it's not a big deal for them because it's just another. It was fun, but I gotta think about how, what I want to do next, and I'm not sure. It's either I go back to running as a client and just do what, give in to whatever and not worry about it, or the Bakersfield project wasn't too bad. Again, though, it was, couldn't get into it. Okay, that's cool. Like I said, there's some awesome scenery here. And I was looking forward to that. I mean, I can run trains, but for the sake of running trains. But if they have no purpose, then it really takes away from my interest real quick. So it'll be interesting to see what the editors come up with. Okay. Well, if you ever wanted to do a scenic roll through everything, then this is it. We're almost getting there. I'm not going to go around Albany. I know what that looks like. Well, I might teleport over there, but I love how the trees, everything looks so freaking spread out and immersed. Like, I mean, I love how this route is set up. I really do. And I may, who knows, maybe I'll take a look and see what CSX is like. Maybe I'll see something. Maybe CSX does things a little differently. I don't know. It's just disappointing. It's too much work, and maybe I'll get the RTS software going so that I can solve some of these interim issues. I don't like the Conrail schedule. I really don't. I don't like all the details to it, especially when it's great that I have all that data, but then I have it and it's just like it's like it connects to this, do that. Like it's a little bit too much. I mean, I like to be anal and all, but when I have that information, it's just like, whoa. Alright. Where are we at? We're at 191 now. Are we getting close to... Well, Fonda's not going to have much of anything anyways, I don't think. Let me go over here. Okay, I don't know what this has. That looks kind of cool. It's double track and then it's just got a yard office. Got a couple industries here. Nice little stretch. Wow. That looks pretty cool. Wow. Okay. It's kind of cool. I like that. But then again, the problem with the short lines is it really takes away from the whole multiplayer thing. It's great to be, it's great for solo and that, but it really takes away from, not necessarily, but it really does unless there's interaction with something else. I mean, yeah, there's the railroad's right there, and you can hook up to it and see other things, perhaps. It takes away from that multiplayer experience. Now, I like that. That's kind of cool. If I was gonna do it, I think that would be one of my favorites right there. Um, RailX, I think we did that already. Or I think I've seen it already. That's kind of cool. Okay, that's the RailX terminal. And what is it, the Carmen sub? Yep. I don't know what the Carmen sub goes. It just goes to CP156 and that's it. Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a beautiful line. I'm just not too sure where I'm going to go from here. Let me go here. French Hollow. Oh, there's the flyover. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going the right way. That's west. So I do want to go east from the flyover. Yeah, I'm gonna end it by 9 o'clock, guys. Unfortunately, not as positive as I was hoping things were gonna be. But it's good to do it now, because if I had done all that work, it would be much more. I mean, I did enough work as it was, trying to set this up and keeping things, but I may come back to it. I don't know. Oh yeah, the V&O diamond, which really doesn't do anything if I'm not mistaken. It's just there. Yeah. It's just there and it doesn't really go anywhere, does it? I don't think so. Feels like a fun line to run around, but oh, maybe it does. It's got a Y. Does it have an industry? Does it have anything? Oh, it does. Wow. The hell's that? Oh, wait a minute. I saw this. Guilderland Industrial Park. Yeah. That looks like fun. Oh, I saw that in the map, actually. Was it at the bottom? I saw it somewhere. Where am I? Oh, I'm in the wrong one. Okay. Let me just take a look here. That's not what I think it's supposed to be. Oh, that's it right there. Okay. All right. So is that supposed to all be abandoned? I see different colors. Oh, I see colors, different colors everywhere, so I don't know what that means. Oh, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, this is disappointing. Kind of a letdown, unfortunately. I mean, I was just trying to figure out how to deal with this beast of a yard. Um, it was becoming overwhelming. I hate that it took the whole weekend to come back to this and then realize I had to give it up. And I mean, I could get away with it. I could cancel those trains and just keep on, going on. But I am so anal when it comes to that stuff. I really am. Once I start making too many um, excuses as to why a train doesn't run, it's an extra train that it's supposed to make it interesting. You start taking trains out of the schedule, then all of a sudden it's bad enough the locals aren't in, but then you start taking away trains because you can't handle it in Selkirk, then something's wrong. Or you can't. It's not so much I can't handle it in Selkirk. That's bad enough as it is, and I was positive enough that I was going to be able to get through that, and I can do that for others as well, be it Barstow or wherever. So I don't know. I don't know where I go from here, to be quite honest. It's a bit of a letdown. It has nothing to do with Run 8. It's got nothing to do with Mikey and Selkirk, and the route is what the route is. The railroad is what it is. Personally, I would love to see a less ambitious railroad. Something that is a little bit smaller, that has a few industries, maybe a dozen, maybe 20, has an ample yard and mainline traffic, maybe single line, even double track. Double track's fine, but something that creates that kind of thing. I could go like I could turn it into a proto lance or even a freelance run if I really wanted to, and that's something I may consider doing. I'm not sure yet, but at this point, I don't. I have a hard time when you know you were that close to getting it right where you wanted it. I hate turning it around. I feel like a sellout when I go proto lance or freelance on anything. I already feel guilty enough as it is when I can't run every train. That's why for me personally, I want to have a different route. And now I got to really think about things now. I got to think about what it is I want to do. And it's gonna, unfortunately now. I mean, I had a great weekend. I wasn't even thinking about this, to be quite honest. Once I got into it, so now all of a sudden I gotta do some soul searching on this one. And it has nothing to do with people. It has nothing to do with lack of people or anything like that. It's a contributing. It makes it easier that I only let down a couple people. I'll tell you that much. Had it been a lot more, it would have been a lot harder. But a couple people. I appreciate the support, guys. I hopefully will come back with something. I don't know what. I'm looking at probably gonna look at. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow or not. I may just take really think about what I want to do. I haven't come up with a solution yet. What really bothers me, and it'll come. Something will come, and something will spark another flame, and then hopefully I think about things, or I really consider my options this time. Um, because Bakersfield project, I may go back to it. I may look around and then say, okay, well maybe I could do this. Maybe I'm just gonna stop worrying about hosting servers and just go on and as a client and enjoy the other servers and see how it goes. Um, If we had servers, honestly, if we had servers that were really running at full capacity or close to full capacity, it would be nice, but unfortunately we don't. We have a lot of AI, we have a lot of people running trains to see, pass each other, honk the horn, dispatch, whatever the case may be. That to me is not railroading. It's not the full potential of this. And anything less, it's just not worth it for me. It really is not. And I got to think about things. I really do. If it's a railroad that is well within its capacity, like I'm not talking about a regional line or anything like that. I'm talking about a major Class 1 railroad, but not necessarily the biggest yard in the country or the biggest amount of mainline either. Like just having a certain area or a certain, I don't care. It could be proto-lance, freelance, whatever. But I can't proto-lance or freelance this. I suppose I could. Maybe I will. I don't know. Maybe I'll go CSX. I don't know. It's just it isn't. There's so much left on the table if I was to run this route. There's so many other industries. There's so much other things that I just don't have the people. And people were asking from it from day one, and then they haven't really been back. There were a couple people that were here. They wanted to know when the locals were running. They wanted to know when this was up. Like, I don't know. I can't even get Selkirk to work the way I want it. So, Hayek's, some interesting expectations out there, but it just ain't gonna work. So, anyways, that's it. I apologize. I hate to do that because it got to the point where it's like, okay, if I'm doing this every weekend on a Sunday to prepare for two sessions, it ain't worth it. So I gotta go back to the drawing board, figure things out, and we'll see going back. But anyways, hopefully I'll be back sooner than later, and I'll be on some of the sessions coming up for sure at some point. I'll just have to really start thinking. Maybe go out for a walk tonight if it's not so bad, but we'll see. I gotta clear my head on this one. Thought it was clear already. I was feeling pretty good today until I started running into these roadblocks. So, but yeah, that's it for now. And you can always leave comments or suggestions or anything like that if you want. I appreciate them. Contact me on the forum, and who knows, I'll be doing a live stream. If I can't get something going, I'll still be doing live streams. I'll have a live stream up. I'll start running on some of the other servers, whatever's out there. Mike's server sounds promising. He's got some dispatchers, so I'm definitely going to check that out. I encourage you guys to check that out as well. And we'll see where it goes. If you guys have any suggestions and ideas, I will post a message on the Wikia tonight. Just to announce what's going on and why I've suspended things. It has nothing to do with lack of interest from members. I'm not worried about that. This has basically a point to where I'm at a wall right now and I can't get past it. And I haven't found the solution to that yet, so I have to deal with that. It's not lack of interest in Run8. I love Run8. It's still the best out there. I'm not sure how I'm going to get past this wall right now. So anyways, a little disappointing, but I'm going to try to cheer up and find something to cheer me up for the next little bit before I head back to the work week. So anyways, sorry guys. Let me know. I'm a little bit down on this right now, so we'll talk to you later.